When I see you again, when I see you again.
I think we have P9. Very good race, Jules. Finally, 11 points.
When I see you again.
Hey guys, welcome back to my Jules Bianchi Career Mode. Before I start the next race, I'm just going to talk about a couple of things that were mentioned in the comments. I did read all the comments that were made on the last episode. Firstly, about the difficulty setting. I'm going to try and do a couple of races on Expert off this save, so on the 2015 season part of the game, to try and get better at it. I'll do it in an average car, something like a Toro Rosso or Forcing to see if I can improve on that front. And secondly, about the traction control, I did also do a couple of races with the medium traction control on it. I'm struggling to get power out the corners, and then I'm immediately just spinning off or having to wrestle the car as soon as I've exited the corners. So I'm just probably going to have to get used to that, see if I can get better at it. So I'll do a couple more races on there. But for now, we're going to keep it as it is, unless it does get ridiculously easy and unfair. But there are a couple of races in the future which I'm probably going to struggle at, for example Spain and Monaco, because they're not really my favourite circuits and I struggle to go fast around them. So as you can see there, we're going to have clear weather, 25% race distance. I might change the weather to the dynamic to make it a little bit more interesting as well as we wait for this to load. Yep, so it's loaded now, so let's start.
Good afternoon and welcome from Sepang for what is going to be a fascinating race. It's the Malaysia Grand Prix. We're nearly ready for the start of today's race, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the grid.
So as you can see there, we're starting in 20th place this time, one position lower than what we were before. This is what the top 10 looks like. Red Bull's getting in there with the Williams this time on the second and third row, but the Mercedes still lock out the front row with Hamilton on the pole. Alright, so let's have a look at the strategy. What we're going to do is once again a one-stop strategy, starting on the option tyre. Going to be pitting on lap 6 for the primes, and then hopefully we're able to go to the end of the race on that. So we just need to get a good start and just try and get ourselves back into the points. So let's begin. Okay, so we're on the grid here. We've got 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are way in Malaysia. We're going to go to the right hand side of the track immediately here, in front of, just behind the Caterham of Kobayashi. And Maldonado seems to have had a bad start from the Lotus there on the left hand side. We've got all this space on the right here. We're going to dive bomb as many cars as possible into turn 1 here. We're currently up into 14th place. No, sorry, 13th place, I beg your pardon. We're just behind the 2 Force Indias of Nico Hülkenberg and Sergio Perez, who look to be having their own little squabble. We're going to hold back a little bit. Perez seems to have lost a bit of drive there. We're going to try and go around the outside, but we've put a wheel on the grass there. Trying around the outside of Perez here, but the concertina effect of the cars in front of us braking and the combination of cars has resulted in us still remaining in 13th position. As you can see here, we get a very good speed out of the left and right hand fast speed corners to overtake Perez into P12, and now we're going to try and get past the other Force India here, going into the 2 kinks as I like to call them. We've made contact there with Hülkenberg. We made contact with him prior to those 2 corners. We've got to be careful here not to lose our front wing. Anyways, we're going to go down the inside of Hülkenberg into the slowest corner of the circle. We're up into 11th place. Cutting to the end of the lap here, we are right behind 10th place man Kimi Raikkonen as Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the race here. We're going to stay in the toe of the Iceman here to see if we can try and make a move into turn 1 and ensure that we get into the point positions here. So we're going to go for it now. Raikkonen looks to have let us through there. He seems to have knew where we were coming there, so we're up into 10th spot now. Cutting on to start the second sector, we are just behind the other Ferrari, Fernando Alonso, who seems to be stuck behind a McLaren. I'm not sure which one it is right now. But anyways, we're going to once again carry good speed through that left-hander into the right-hander to ensure we have the inside line, and we've taken 9th place. And now we're side by side with Kevin Magnussen going into the 2 kinks, and we're now up into 8th here. This is brilliant stuff. We'll cut on to now lap number 3. And we've got the McLaren of Jenson Button just in front of us. It looks like he's just behind a Red Bull there. I think that's Sebastian Vettel in front. But are we going to do the same move that we've done the last 2 laps to gain a position here? We're going for it again. Looks as if we've got it here. Taken the inside line, and we've got 7th position. This is a very good start from us so far in this race. Now we've got the world champion just in front of us in Sebastian Vettel, who we made a very good pass on in Australia, if you remember from the last video. So we're going to go see if we can try and get past him here. We've gone past him into the slow left-hander just before the start of sector 3. Oh no, we haven't. Vettel's just come straight back at us here. This is quite surprising to me when I was racing here. But we're going to try going right around the outside. We're very close to the edge of the track there, but we make the move stick and we are up into 6th position. But that was not the end of the battle. So we start lap number 4. There's the car trying to go around our outside. It's probably Vettel. But as we enter turn 1, we've misjudged the braking completely, and we've gone well wide into the corner. So that's probably going to let Vettel in here. Yes, there he is, slightly on the right-hand side of the screen there. We're going to have to give him enough space here. We've made a little bit of contact there. We're about to make contact again there, but we've just about got away with it. We're still in 6th position, and we can hold on and try and advance further up the field. As you can see, we've cut to lap number 5, or actually the end of the lap number 5. We've caught up to the back of the other Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo, who is stuck behind the 2 Williams drivers, it looks like. It was very similar to what we had in the previous race. But as you can see, we're in the DRS range of the Red Bull. We can't seem to be gaining anything on the straight. We get some good braking though into the last corner, and we're going to try and go around the outside. Yes, we have. We've done it. We've gone right around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo into 5th position. So we start lap number 6. Cut on to the start of the 2nd sector of lap number 6. We've caught up to the 2 Williams cars of Felipe Massa and Valtteri Bottas. Now we're going to try, can we make it 4th time lucky with regards to overtaking someone in this corner? We've slightly misjudged it this time, and Massa is able to shut the door on us on the right hand side of the part of the track, so we're not able to make a move stick there. But as we said, we cut to the end, towards the end of the lap. We then get a very good run on Massa into turn 14, one of the most difficult corners of the circuit, and we've moved up into 4th position prior to the pit stop, which will be at the end of this lap. As I say that, we're going to cut to the end of the straight, where we are going to make our pit stop. Bottas in front of us looks like he's going to be pitting as well, as you can see. But look at this, I think Williams are pitting their cars at the same time once again. So it looks like they're screwing their drivers here. Do they not know that the team strategies here? What's going on? It looks like Red Bull are doing the same thing with Ricciardo and Vettel. That's going to screw them out as well. But let's hope we can win this battle and not lose any time with regards to our battle with Bottas here. It's a good stop. We're still in 4th position, looks like. Anyways, as we come out the pit, we encountered the 2nd gear gearbox problem, the gearbox glitch that people have been talking about. Because of that, we get out of gear and then we just hit Bottas in the back. We're very lucky not to lose the front wing straight away out of the pits. But anyways, we cut to the 2nd sector of the outlap. We're right with Bottas here. It looks like we're going to be able to try that outside move around the fast sweeping corners, and we've done it. We've swept into 3rd position there, and we are on the podium once again. But as you see, we've cut to the start of lap number 8. We've caught up to the 1st Mercedes of Nico Rosberg here. As we head into the 2nd sector, looks like we may be able to do another one of those around the outside to the inside moves into this fast sweeping section of the lap. As you can see, we're going to go for it again. Looks like we're going to try and make the move stick. We've done it. We're into 2nd position in front of the Mercedes. This time it was legitimate. No longer had a back marker to help us out like in the last race. But as we cut towards the end of this same lap, we're going to go quite wide into turn 14 here. We've probably let Nico Rosberg in here because he was pretty close to us regardless of when we overtook him. Look at that. He's right on our tail. It looks like he's going to use the DRS and his Mercedes engine to sweep past us here. So it looks like we're going to look at this. We're going to try and go down his inside. No, there's not enough room. We've made a little bit of contact though, and Rosberg's lost a little bit of his drive coming out of the corner. But despite the DRS, the Mercedes is still pulling away from us. That just shows how powerful this Mercedes engine is. But we're going to go for a move down the inside into the 1st corner. And it looks like we've taken 2nd position back after losing it on that straight. But anyways, we'll cut to lap number 10, the same sort of place that we were that had a mistake before, but once again we've made another mistake going into turn 14. We've gone wide again, and Rosberg is right there once again. So it looks like he's going to once again repass us. We're going to go to the inside here, but Rosberg still gets down the inside, and we didn't move quick enough, looks like. So we're just going to have to try and overtake him in the final corner, which we have done. Just about how long we move on to the lap 11. Rosberg's doing another move down the inside. Looks like he's going to get the move stick, but we managed to hold it around the outside there, keep hold of our position. Rosberg is right there behind us as we go into to the main straight to start lap number 12. We try and push him into the wall like Webber did to Vettel in 2013, but he's having none of it. He goes straight down our inside, and we are now relegated to third position. We try and go around the outside going into turn 1/turn 2 section, but Rosberg seems to have covered us off there, and we are still in third place. We cut towards the start of the second sector here. I do a corner cut here, I admit. I apologise for this corner cut. That should have been a warning there at least. But anyways, we're going to try and do this outside to inside move that we initially did on Rosberg for second place. We've made contact. And Rosberg is off into the grass, and we've still got second place. We got a warning for that, so we were very lucky not to receive a penalty there. But we're going to hold on to second place, looks like. But once we cut to the final lap, listen to my engineer. So even with the contact and the lost time through going onto the grass, he still manages to catch us up. So we're going to be having a very tense final lap here. We're going to try and hold on to this second position from the charging Rosberg. So as we get into the middle sector here, we're going to try and increase as much time gap between us and Rosberg. We've made a little bit of a mistake getting onto the grass there. That doesn't cost us too much time as we head into the two kinks, but we've gone a little bit wide into the second part of that section, and we've gone to the artificial grass there. We've lost a tiny bit of time there. As we head into turn 14, it looks like we're going to be able to hold on to this second position. We've once again gone wide into turn 14 here. Is Rosberg close enough? It doesn't look like he's close enough, so he might just get away with it here. He may not be able to make a move into the final corner, but he's coming. Is he going to make a move? No, he doesn't. He's going to stay behind us as we go into the final corner. He's going for a last gasp lunge at the line here. We're still in front here. Can we hold on to this second place? Is Rosberg going to take us? Did we get second? Yes, we did. We got second place, as you can see on the podium. Brilliant drive from us.
No doubt about the driver of the day today. It's Lewis Hamilton, whose Mercedes was just too strong for the opposition. It's another win for the British driver.
So you didn't see the battle for second behind us then, but anyways, we got second, Rosberg third, Bottas fourth, Ricciardo fifth, Massa sixth, Vettel in seventh, Alonso for Ferrari in eighth, Jenson Button in ninth, and Kimi Raikkonen taking the final points in 10th. Adrian Sutil was the only retirement there, and Max Chilton coming home in 17th as our teammate. Let's look at the Drivers' Championship. We're still in second place. Bottas is up to third. Rosberg's moved up to sixth following his disastrous Australian Grand Prix and his first podium of the season. And as we cut to the Constructors' Championship, we see there Marussia are still in fourth place with Mercedes, Red Bull and Williams ahead. Ferrari have moved ahead of McLaren into fifth position. Now before I end the video there, I got a comment on the previous video about improving the quality of these videos and recommending using an Elgato. Now I currently don't have an Elgato on me, but I'm in the process of thinking of purchasing one. But I've got time this weekend to do a couple of races. So what do you guys want? Do you guys want to see 2 more races, or do you want me to wait until I get this Elgato and then record those and then upload these? I'll read the comments at some point and then make a decision on that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this race and enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next race.